Hey, Dice Squad fans, what's going on? This is Marshall Dice, also known as Adam Campbell, and I am live here to talk with the man himself because this weekend is all about Con on the Cob 2016. And what better way to talk about Con on the Cob? Adam Campbell, and I am live here to talk with the man himself because this weekend is all about Con on the Cob 2016. And what better way to talk about Con on the Cob than with Andy Hopp himself? Hello, Mr. Hopp.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
How's it going? Or should I say latrine scrubber second class?
That's right. So, are you getting all kinds of crazy feedback of your own voice at the moment?
Hello, Mr. Hopp.
Hey, what's up, Adam? Okay. I'm hearing what we just said on a loop. It's pretty crazy. It must just be me then. I'll ignore it.
No, I'm getting feedback loop as well.
Okay. It's kind of cool. It's like now the voices in my head have company. It must just be me then. I'll ignore it.
No, I'm getting feedback loop as well.
Okay. It's kind of cool.
It is. Hold on one sec.
Okay. In my head have company. Hello, everybody.
Hold on one sec.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really quick. Let's see what we can do to fix this.
Yeah. It's really weird. It's like droids talking. It's really weird. It's like droids talking.
It is. For anyone watching right now, we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties, but hold on to your seats. Anyone watching right now, we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties, but hold on to your seats. Hi, Andy.
Hey, how's it going?
We'll keep talking. All right. So
Yeah, we might as well.
might as well. So tell me, what's going on with this year at Con on the Cob?
Oh, man, so much crazy stuff. As always, Adam Campbell's going to be there.
All right.
Yeah, we might as well.
Might as well. So
Yeah, it's cool. I heard myself say we might as well just in the background a second ago. It's really neat. This is like, some kind of psychology experiment. Something of that nature.
tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh, and then your voice was really like far away, and then in about 10 seconds, you're gonna say, "Tell me about it," louder. It's gonna be cool. Anyway, Con on the Cob. There's so much going on, like there always is. We got games at Con on the Cob, right? Say, "Tell me about it." No, still going on. There's parties at Con on the Cob. Like we'll introduce the things, and then we can talk a bit more about them if that's cool with you. There are so many parties. There's art. Did you know that there was art at Con on the Cob? Like we'll introduce the thing.
Well, I'm trying so hard to listen.
I know.
Feedback loop, and I'm.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll do this. I'm gonna minimize this little window that tells you.
I'm trying so hard to listen.
I know.
Feedback loop, and I'm.
All right, what do I do? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Minimize. I tried something. This is so cool, though. People are going to listen for like 5 seconds, and then they're going to try to decipher what I'm saying. Headphone. I don't know what I'm doing. I tried something. I think it worked. Whoa.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Do you hear that low hum thing going on? Wait, it stopped. It's gone now. Okay.
I can.
Good? All right. All is well?
Kind of. I'm still getting the loop, but all right. So let's talk about Con on the Cob. So you said there's art and there's parties going on.
There are games out the wazoo. We have like 1,200 games on the schedule this year.
Wow.
I know, it's incredible. It's like a lot of games. There are so many parties. You know about the parties. We got live entertainment. My man Gandersnitch the Goblin is going to be in the house. Devo Spice, 2D6. Special appearance possibly Friday night by the legendary Lehman Kessler, who is an H.P. Lovecraft impersonator, who I think everyone's going to dig. He's super cool. He looks just like him, and he answers questions as if he's H.P. Lovecraft. Like you ask him, whatever you want, like, why do men have nipples or something like that? And he'll tell you, like, as if he was Lovecraft. This neat stuff. Yeah, I see you nodding.
Absolutely. I just fixed it, actually. I just fixed it.
Okay, cool.
You
cool.
don't hear it.
Is that your basement? That's a cool basement.
Thank you.
Is that a train set in the background?
It is.
That's awesome. Is that yours or your dad's or what?
Well, actually, that's my well, it's the family's kind of.
Okay. That's very cool. I see some kind of a grain mill or something in the background there.
Yeah, it's kind of a work in progress. But so
yeah, I got distracted.
Not a problem. So what is the theme this year for Con on the Cob?
Baseball cap collecting.
Oh. That's cool.
The theme this year is Cobb. This is weird because every word in the world apparently can be punicized. Is that the correct word there? I don't know. Into something that has the word Cobb in it. So Cobbs and Cobsters and Cobbers is the theme this year, which is actually just like a mobster theme, like a 1930s gangster sort of thing. But, with Coblins, which is how we do everything. So it's called like Cobbs and Cobbers, which you don't know what that could mean. It's supposed to be cops and robbers, but, it works too well, I guess. So that gets confusing. But anyway, so if you have a fedora or like a, one of those little black and white striped shirts you can wear as like a bank robber or something, like a bag with a money sign on it, that's a cool thing to bring with you. I feel like I'm slinking off the bottom of the screen. I'll sit up. Cool. So anyway, that's the theme this year. Cobsters. If you got Al Capone or any of those fellas, these funds are just terrible. But anyway, they exist. I couldn't do anything about them. There's a lot of cool stuff going on regarding that theme. Lots of awesome. There's here's something new you might be interested in. If you're going to be around Thursday night. See, we always do this party Thursday night. Previously, it was called the Artsy Fartsy Schmancy Fancy Artiste Soiree and Champagne Meet and Greet, something of that nature.
Sounds very fancy.
Doesn't it? But it was like faux fancy. Like we'd pretend we were fancy, but we'd have pretzel rods for cigars, and we'd have ho-hos that were chopped up and you eat them with toothpicks and stuff like that. Because it's faux fancy.
Did you make sure you raised the pinky?
You gotta do that. Wow, look how big my hand looks when it's that far closer to the screen than my face is. Like, I can do that thing where you squish your face. I don't know if you can see me or not, but
I can't.
You can do it to yourself. That's awesome. Technology is wonderful. Anyway, we're doing a different thing Thursday because the name of that party in the past, I think, even though it wasn't just for artists, I think people might have got that impression. It wasn't supposed to be. But this year, we're turning the Thursday night party into like a meet and greet party for everyone. So it's going to be like where we're going to do the opening tour of the building and where we're going to introduce everybody to all the things we have going on, like we're kind of doing right now. We're going to have some awesome door prizes. I got to tell you about our door prizes. I'm going off on a tangent a little bit. But, okay, so normally we have a raffle, right? You're probably familiar with the raffle we do to raise money for. Well, it mostly goes toward the con because we, for improvements for the con and stuff. But anyway, this year, the person who was in charge of getting games for our raffle was a little too busy to actually do that. So I found that out like a week and a half ago. So I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. We have no games for our raffle. So I contacted a couple of my friends who are distributors, Aldo, Giozzi or Giazzi, or however you pronounce your last name. Aldo, if you're listening to this, please let us know how to pronounce your last name. Giozzi, I think. He runs Impressions. And then I talked to my man Mike Webb over at Alliance, and they sent us like an entire library's worth of games.
Wow.
So if you're coming for the raffle, which I know is why anyone ever goes to Con on the Cob, is for the raffle. But we have some awesome stuff, like real, like expensive board games and stuff like that. And some of that stuff we're going to be handing out as door prizes for free. I know,
What?
for free at
For
this Thursday
free?
night party. For free! I'm going to do a little dance. Yeah, but seriously, I mean, free. How can you get better than free? The answer is you can't. Unless we also gave you money in addition to the games, then it would be even better than free. But anyway, so that's an incentive to come Thursday, too. Come to this party Thursday night. You'll get to hang out with the guests and meet people and, you know, get some high fives from people you might not normally get to get high fives from through your daily activities. Win some door prizes, do a little dance, make a little love, get hot tonight. Get down tonight. That's how it goes.
Get down tonight.
Yeah, you can do that. Oh, the making love part is a little awkward at the party, but maybe afterwards. I don't know. It's not up to me. I mean, part of it might be up to me, but and not. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that part of that is up to me, but that's usually involving just, you know, me and my wife maybe, but, you know, but I can't. What I'm trying to say is it's up to you if you do that part of the song or not, and whoever you might be doing it with. I think I've explained that well enough.
Okay.
All right, so you were asking a question.
Oh, yeah. Is it still at the same place as it was last year?
It is at the Days Inn and Suites on Brecksville Road in Richfield, Ohio. Or is it Richfield Road in Brecksville, Ohio? I don't know. I can never remember. I think it's Brecksville Road in Richfield.
Okay, and what's cool is that Holiday Inn is it's my director Dice was telling me it's got the dome in the center.
It's actually a Days Inn now, but at one point in history, it was a Holiday Inn Holodome.
Holodome, that's right.
Holodome. So it has this giant atrium where we have a lot of our gaming set up, which has a miniature golf course and a pool and an arcade and a playground, 2 playgrounds. That's where we're going to have a lot of the games. Miniature painting's going to be down there. The games library, we have hundreds of games. You can borrow board games and card games and such. There's Magic tournaments, which are new for this year.
Really?
They're going to be going on. Yeah, there's this awesome new store in Barberton, Ohio. This is called the Gamers Keep, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Let me click on something for just a sec and make sure I didn't get that wrong. It is correct. It is called the Gamers Keep. And they're a brand new store in Barberton. They mostly focus on Magic the Gathering, but they have other stuff as well. And they're going to be hosting Magic tournaments at Con on the Cob all weekend, which is super cool.
Big Magic prizes for the winners?
Yes, indeed. They're going to be doing drafts. I don't know that much about Magic, but I overheard enough to, you know, get these words down. I believe they're going to do mini Masters events and draft events with prizes. It's going to be awesome. So do that if you're into that sort of thing. If you have any little kidlets or coblenites or whatever you want to call the little ones, bring them along as well. There's so much going on in the Children of the Cob programming track. We have
I hear Santa Claus may be stopping by.
Santa Claus will be there. The real for realsy Santa Claus will be in effect. He'll be doing a pajama party. He's doing story time with Santa. There's going to be this awesome event on Saturday, which is like a smackdown event between Gandersnitch the Goblin and Santa Claus. I'm not exactly sure what that involves, but it's going to be really cool. Gandersnitch is doing a Goblin Tea Party, which is really awesome for the kids. There's probably going to be a magic show Saturday. I just talked to my man Michael Murth, who lives in California now. But some of you guys who are listening to this or watching this or whatever you're doing with this, you know, I don't judge. Whatever you're doing, you might remember Michael Murth as one of the people that was with Con on the Cob pretty much from the beginning until he moved to California 2 years ago. He presided over the ceremony when my wife and I renewed our vows at Con on the Cob a few years ago. That was pretty awesome. Anyway, I don't know if this is a for real thing that's going to happen or not, but he was expressing interest in flying out for Con on the Cob this weekend. So maybe he'll come and surprise us. It'll be awesome. And if he does that magic trick where he asks you for an animal, think of a really long animal's name with lots of repetition of the same letter. I'm just telling you that up front. It's an inside joke. Not really a joke, but it's like a way to screw up his magic trick.
We heard it here, folks.
Yes. He asked me for an animal during this magic trick, and I said aardvark, but he didn't have 3 A's, so he had to, you know, improvise. He did a good job of improvising, but anyway, that's neither here nor is it there. It's everywhere at once. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Actually, 8/3 of the time. Wait, that's not even that's not a valid integer. It's like, you know, 2 2/3. But Yeah. Math is hard, but you're a math teacher, aren't you?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
aside from being Marshall Dice a Dice Squad,
Right, but so 8/3 is 2 2/3, right?
I believe so. I would
Yes,
need
it
to.
is. Okay, it is.
Sure.
All right, so 2 2/3 of the time, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the point I was trying to make, which
So
actually is more than 100% of the time. See this tangent I'm going off on? It's crazy.
Not a problem. So, are the bot battles coming back to Con on the Cob?
Alas, they are not. Not this year.
Oh,
I know it was awesome last year. We really wanted to have them back. Unfortunately, because we moved to November, they are required, like by their bylaws or something, to do their final tournament in October. So unfortunately, we're not going to have them back this year. We are doing something else very special on Saturday, though. If you are unaware of this situation, my daughter Ileana, who likes to be called Mango, she is a furry, actually. Not like the creepy kind of adult furry that does weird things that people always think of when they think of a furry. But there's a whole community of people that just enjoy wearing animal costumes. And I think that's pretty cool. I like people do whatever they want to do. So this year on Saturday, we're doing the first, get it? It's a pun, first, F-U-R-S-T, the first annual Festival of Furries at Con on the Cob. Mainly, because I love my daughter and I want her to hang out with her people. So we're having like a party on Saturday afternoon for the furries to come out and do their thing. Be furry games and things like that. That's something new. That's why it's called the first in the name, but also because it has the word fur in it. See that? Clever. I know. You're amazed at the cleverness.
I am amazed.
Yeah, so there's all that. There's Rogue Cthulhu is going to be back.
Oh, yeah, Rogue Cthulhu.
They're going to be in the house, as it's said on the street, and in the house. They're doing a party. They're doing an 80s party, which is going to be awesome. Because they did the speakeasy party last year, but now the theme of the con fits a speakeasy because it's like gangsters. But they decided to do an 80s style sort of party Saturday night. They're doing a party Friday night as well. The Saturday night party, 2D6, the epic rap group that comes to Con on the Cob, is going to be performing. They're also performing outside of the party. Devo Spice, who you may remember, from the group Sudden Death, who now it just goes by Devo Spice. He has been coming to Con on the Cob for a long time, came all the way from New York, and he is a musical guest this year, going to be performing for us. My man Michael McFarland, who's a local Cleveland musician, he is going to be performing for us, as is the legendary. I know legendary is used quite often in my phrasing here. So just because one person is legendary doesn't make the next person any less legendary. These people are all legendary. Gandersnitch the Goblin, he's going to be doing many performances, and he's going to be doing some MCing up on the stage, introducing some of the other acts. It's going to be awesome. But you know what else we have this year that is relatively new, something we just kind of started last year as an actual programming track rather than just something we occasionally did, is we have a full schedule of awesome panels that people can participate in.
Really?
It's going to be super awesome. Lots of different topics. Some of them are funny and some are more serious. Just depends on what you're into. There's a lot of demos and like craft projects and things like that. We just got a phone call. Did you hear that? It went bling. Anyway, someone sent me a photo. Cool. Oh, you know what it is? It's a photo of the new Con on the Cob T-shirts. I'll show you. Let me see if I can bring that up here. Let me just do the thing that you do when you're doing this thing. And I'll bring up the picture for you. Ooh, you're going to like them. Oh, look at that. Ooh, see that?
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, let's see. It says, Con on the Cob at the bottom. And then it says, games, art, freaks, and fun. It has this picture of this, like, goblin who's a gangster. I know it's not the greatest focus because it's, on my phone. Ooh.
And where can people pick up? Where can people pick up those T-shirts at the con?
At the registration desk in Souvenirium, which is what we call our gift shop, because gift shop is a lame phrase. It's 2 words. And Souvenirium is a much cooler word, in my opinion. I got banners. I got a banner that says Souvenirium on it. So, that people will know where it is. Look for the banner with Souvenirium on it. It's also the place you go to get your badge. So, you can't miss it. In fact, you're not allowed to miss it by law.
So Thursday, when does badge pickup begin on Thursday?
We usually say 2 p.m., but really it's probably more like 10 or noon, based on as soon as we get registration open. And I won't know until tomorrow what time we're going to be starting our setup on Wednesday. But we should be ready to go, I would say, by noon on Thursday. And yeah, people can come get their badges, and they can come get hugs and high fives, and they probably get Adam Soup's autograph. I bet they could. Maybe they come by. Do you ever like sign people's like butts and stuff, or their chests, or foreheads, or anything like that? Or
not normally. Although
no?
we were recognized in Norway. One comment from Norway.
That's awesome.
The general always comments on that. We're like, oh yeah. And actually, he'll actually be there all 4 days at Con on the Cob.
Awesome. How about you?
I will be there Saturday.
Just Saturday?
Yeah, actually, well, I got a little bit of a discrepancy. I'm actually in a musical for my director dice. So,
awesome.
But
wait, your dad is the director of the musical?
Yes, he is.
That is awesome. What's the musical?
The musical is called Somewhere.
Somewhere? And where would people go to see this?
At the Old Town Hall in North Olmsted.
That's awesome. Okay, is it on Sunday?
It's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
We should do a field trip from Con on the Cob. I should just get everyone together.
Sure, absolutely.
Say, let's leave the con here, and we'll go see this musical. Seriously, that would be cool.
It's a lot of fun. But
okay.
but I'll definitely be. I'll try to be there Thursday. I'm definitely going to be there Saturday. But anything else? Is there a costume contest going on?
Yeah, man. There are 2 or 3 of them. There's one for the kids Saturday afternoon. I believe it begins at 4:30. There's the Masquerade Party, which is a masquerade party and a rave mixed into one. That's all ages, no alcohol party. Saturday night. There will also be a costume contest there. And at the Rogue Cthulhu party Saturday night, they host their own costume party. So 3 costume parties. Yeah, so that's there. There's so many things I forget. That's why it's good to have you say, hey, what about this? And then I say, yes, that exists as well. There's
go ahead.
No, please.
Oh, I was going to say, there's also, aren't there a lot of other podcasters going to be there at Con on the Cob?
Yes. Geek Watch 1 will be in the house, as they always are. The dudes from Geek Watch 1 and the girls also, they do several other podcasts. There's Mighty Marvel Geeks, DC Superpowers, maybe? DC something. I don't know. Something Ken does. Ken, what's it called? Wait, you mean you're not here watching this right now? Oh, disgraceful. Anyway, yeah, they do a couple of them. Oh, Ken also does a Star Wars one. But the fellas from Tangent Bound Network will be there. Mark and Jim. Is your name Jim? Jim? Yes, I think it's Jim. Mark and Jim. And several others as well. They've all been invited, and several said they're coming. Dice Squad, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
One of the big things I was trying to do with all the different podcasters, I wanted to do something like a big like podcast mashup where we all sit down and we all talk.
I think we should definitely do that. If you're only there Saturday, let's make sure we arrange that for Saturday.
Absolutely.
We'll just get them all together. There's no reason not to. It'll be awesome. We'll just, sit around. Maybe I'll jump in on it too, because I don't know if you noticed or not, but I like to talk. Yeah.
Really?
I know. It's amazing.
I had no
idea. I might not have a voice anymore by Saturday. But, yeah. So that's something that's new this year is we're kind of trying to really expand out to various podcasters. There's some people coming from Chicago, I believe, as well that are podcasters. Yeah. So anyway, I was talking about panels earlier.
Yes.
We have a new kind of panel that we bring into the world that I've never seen done before. I've seen the panels where you take like 2 topics and you have people argue the merits of each one. Like the room was suddenly divided. Those espousing the virtues of Star Wars on one side, Star Trek on the other, that sort of thing. But what we're doing is the actual courtroom setting. We're going to do like the case of Star Wars versus Star Trek, or the case of Doctor Who versus Doctor Strange, that sort of thing.
Huh.
And my man Kylan is going to be wearing the white judge's wig, and I got a gavel. And we're going to have like people being like the attorneys that bring witnesses to the stand, and you'll be like a courtroom drama. It'll be exactly like LA Law, or maybe Ally McBeal. Exactly like that.
Or like Judge Judy.
Yeah, kind of. Well, no, it won't be anything like Judge Judy. She doesn't wear the wig. Well, she might wear a wig. I don't know. I don't know Judge Judy that well, but what's that one dude's name? Judge Mathis or something? I don't know. I haven't really watched these shows, but I know they exist because I have elderly relatives. Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be really fun. Those are going to happen. Rebecca Turk, who is Gandersnitch the Goblin's manager's wife.
Huh.
Yes. She's going to be doing a sock monkey making workshop, which is going to be awesome. We did it at the last Oddmall show, the one that was in Toledo. It was very well attended, and everybody really dug their sock monkey monsters because they're not just regular sock monkeys; they're sock monkey monsters, and that is going to be fantastic. Oh, my man, Steve Vitalik. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Steve, but I think it's Vitalik. He is doing a how to sculpt a goblin head mounted on a plaque to hang on your wall workshop. He does these little.
I think I saw him at Origins.
Yes, he was at Origins, and he was actually right across from me at Origins. And yeah, he had those little goblin heads on a plaque, and he's doing a workshop where you can make your own goblin head on a pack.
For those of you who don't know, we're talking about Origins Game Fair, which is in Columbus, Ohio, which is the big, which is just like Con on the Cob, and it's.
Okay. Hey, guess what I have in my hand? If you can guess what I have in my hand, I'll give you $500. You get 3 guesses.
Okay.
It's entirely within my hand.
Let's see.
And you have to be specific. You can't just say like an object.
A button.
No.
A pencil.
No, man. Okay, one more guess for $500.
Oh,
you can do it. You can do it.
A slug?
Close.
Oh.
It is the head and torso of Goofy as TC-14 or 13, I can't remember, from the Phantom Menace.
I know
that was what you're going to guess next.
I would have never.
It was on my desk. Yeah, see? I don't know. I got that at Disney World a couple years ago. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I told you, 8/6 of the time. I don't know what 8/3 of the time. I don't know.
So I also know at Con on the Cob, there's a big dealers hall. Any big dealers that people should know about?
Yeah, man. Yes, many of them. Let me look at the list real quick. Well, I'll tell everyone this. If you go to cononthecob.com, now here's one very important thing that many people don't understand about Con on the Cob. It's kind of has absolutely nothing to do with corn, aside from the fact that the name is similar to corn on the cob. And the phrase corn on the cob has a single B in it. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
C-O-B. Yes. Many people think, for some reason, that Con on the Cob is named after the double bead Cobb salad, or the baseball player, who I think had 2 B's in his last name. It is not so. Con on the Cob has a single B. So if you're going to the website and you type in 2 B's, it'll probably bring you to Google search. It'll say, did you mean this? And then you'll find it anyway. But, some people find that offensive when you put 2 B's in Con on the Cob. I don't know who, but I'm sure someone out there does. Anyway, cononthecob.com, you can click on the list that says vendors and exhibitors or vendors in art, and there's a whole list that tells you all 59 of the people in our thing there. I'm hesitant to say any specific ones, because then the ones I don't say are going to be like, why didn't you say us? Because I know all 60 of them are watching us right now. They probably are.
Well, I know one of the big ones is you're going to have the Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters there.
Are we? Maybe. Are they on the list? They were invited, but I don't know if they're coming. Are they?
Well,
yes, they're listed. Okay, yes, you're on correct. I don't know. Okay, so people watching at home, you may not realize that this is actually we're doing 6 shows this year, 5 Odd Mall shows and Con on the Cob. And sometimes I get a little confused about which guests we're having at which shows. So yes, according to my list, the Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters will be in attendance, as will several members of various Star Wars cosplaying groups. Oh, on a similar note, I just got a 13-foot tall inflatable Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he'll be there.
Awesome.
So you can get your picture taken with him if you like. Maybe you can even get the Ghostbusters to hang out in front of him with you. And if you're super nice, they might let you borrow one of their proton blasters or something, and you get your picture in front of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with actual Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters.
Now,
like
could you have him fight the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
You probably could. You might have to add in some Photoshop effects a little later on, but I don't see why not. That would be really cool. Although I don't want them to actually like burn it, because it was expensive.
No crossing the streams at Con on the Cob?
I would not recommend it. Maybe at the urinals. That's kind of fun to do sometimes. But see, again, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters are going to be in attendance. You know who else is going to be there? Since we're on the talking about Ghostbusters, someone who is in very few ways related to Ghostbusters is my man Jeff Carlisle. He's a pretty well-known artist who does a lot of Star Wars art, if you guys like Star Wars, as well as various other fandoms like Doctor Who and stuff. But he does like official art for Lucasfilm in those places. Very talented guy. He's going to be there. Our artist guest of honor this year is Tony Steele's beard. I don't know if you're familiar with Tony Steele's beard, but it's attached to Tony Steele. And he is a very talented artist who has been coming to Con on the Cob pretty much since the beginning. And because of that, we're like, Tony is an incredibly talented artist. We should have him as a guest of honor this year. And I said, how about if we have his beard as a guest of honor this year? And the phone's ringing.
That's my phone, actually. It's probably
you should answer it.
Well, it's probably someone trying to with the election and everything like that.
Yeah, you should answer it on the show here. That would be cool. Oh, it stopped ringing.
Someone probably got it.
Did you hear that? My phone just made a noise. Okay. So tell me the story behind all those baseball caps hanging from your ceiling.
Well, that's actually I'm actually sitting in Director Dice's office actually.
Okay.
So this is his office, and all those are just ones he's collected from the years and stuff like that.
Does he have a favorite?
Does he have a favorite? He has one from the Star Trek experience in Las Vegas before it went under.
Very cool. Your dad's a cool guy, by the way. I like him. I don't know if he's within earshot or not, but he has my sea lion of approval.
I will definitely tell Director Dice that.
Thank you. And I mean, I'm not trying to be silly. I really think your dad is cool.
Oh, thank you. So next year, is Con on the Cob going to be the same time frame next year?
It is November 9th through 12th. We just got that date set today. And you will be able to sign up, if you're a vendor, at this show, thus saving yourself in case we end up having to raise the price of booths or anything for any reason. If you sign up at the show, you will be protected from any possible increases in such things. And I think we'll probably have it set so that you can sign up for the con next year as well, just to get that out of the way. And here's the thing we have going on. Cob crates. Do you know what Cob crates are?
I've heard of Loot Crate.
They're similar. They're similar to that, except they're not like a subscription service. They're more of a prize. They're an incentive to get your hotel reservation and your con badge early. This year, if you had made your reservation and reserved your con badge by March 1st, you got what's called a Cob crate, which this year is basically about $200 worth of games and toys and all kinds of really cool stuff that you get absolutely free. So that's an incentive. I mean, literally, it's like real board games and card games and stuff. It's not just like a bunch of junk we threw together or something like that. So, those of you who are getting Cob crates, you're going to be like the envy of everyone else at the show. They're going to be like, where'd you get that? And you're going to be like, oh, man, I got it at a Cob crate because I'm cool and signed up early. And everyone's going to be like, wish I was cool. You know how it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know how it is because you witness people around you saying that in your presence. Not right. That you wish you were cool, but they wish they were cool when they see you, is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. So, folks out there that are listening, get on board and get that registration for 2017 for Con on the Cob.
Yes, please. I got kids to feed. But seriously, everybody, go to cononthecob.com to learn some stuff about it. It's at the Days Inn on the Richfield Road in Brecksville, or is it Brecksville Road in Richfield? I think it's the first one. I'm going to look at the bottom of the screen and it'll tell me. It is at Brecksville Road in Richfield, Ohio, November 10th through 13th, which is this coming Thursday through Sunday. Come to the show. It's going to be awesome.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah, be there.
Or be square.
Oh, we should have monster trucks. Okay, so I was trying to think of a theme for next year, right? Actually, I'm trying to think of 2 themes for next year so that people at this year's con can kind of vote on what their favorite one is. I don't want to give them like 30 options because that won't really help. So, what about monster trucks? Kids today love monster trucks, right? If that was the theme for Con on the Cob 2017.
And then you could do like your corn guy. He's riding in the back of a monster truck, and it's like alive, and it's like it has a big mouth, and it's like ah.
Yeah, wait, isn't there? There's a movie coming out about that. Actually, I remember seeing the preview for it about live monster trucks, like aliens that live inside of monster trucks. So maybe we won't do that. What do you think? What are your ideas for some themes for next year? Like if you were put on the spot.
Yeah. Space.
Space. Like we are existing in space right now. Like we always have space at Con on the Cob.
Kaiju, giant monsters.
That's you only thought about that. Yeah, maybe like a giant robot versus giant monster thing. That could work.
Sci-fi Star Wars, maybe a Star Wars themed.
That could be cool.
Steampunk.
Steampunk is popular. Yeah, okay, those are good ideas. Those are ones that are on the poll, I believe. So people keep saying they want it to be me themed, and I think that would be really stupid.
Hey, Andy, Andy Hopp themed. That would be pretty
good. Okay, I put a poll on Facebook today, and somebody, I thought it was just a joke, wrote Andy Hopp as a particular theme that we could have, but it had like 11 people that voted for it. So, like everyone could come as like in a Danny DeVito costume or something and say they're me. Like we'll have like everyone comes as like the Penguin from Batman Returns or something, and that would actually be kind of funny. So, or Dilbert's boss maybe. I don't know. The Violator from Spawn. I look like a lot of people. I don't know. I mean, like right here, all you see is like this glow on my head because the light's above me. I don't know what the people watching this see. Do they see both of us, or they see you, or what?
I'll have to look at the footage after we finish recording. But
but this is live, right?
Well, yeah, this is live, but I don't know what. If I were to boot up the YouTube page, we get the feedback loop again, then it would be great.
Oh, okay. So there's no way to know until it's over. Like,
correct.
Is it just arbitrary? Like you don't control it?
Correct.
Interesting.
It's all in the hands of YouTube.
Ooh. I wonder if it knows like who's talking at a certain time, and it like flashes back and forth. Or does it do like dramatic sweeps and stuff like that, like fades and things? That would be pretty cool. Probably doesn't though.
Dramatic fades, Con on the Cob.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good theme. You know what we were going to do this year that we haven't actually made as an official event? We wanted to do like gangster rap battles.
Ooh.
Like impromptu. Like you weren't allowed to make them up beforehand. It was just like a freestyle. Like the audience would shout out topics that you had to rap about. And then, because none of us can actually rap except like 2D6 and Diva Spice. But it'd be fun anyway. So maybe at one of the parties or something, we'll just start doing that, and you could join in. I bet you're pretty good at gangster raps.
Yeah.
You got the head, I don't know. Are you? Is that something you're into?
Well, podcasting takes more of a up here. My rap skills are. I haven't rapped in a long time. I'm not. Probably D6 is probably better than me.
Yeah. Okay. They probably are. They're pretty good. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know, because they said they're good at it if they think of it ahead of time, but they're not very good at impromptu. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get you up there on stage, give you a microphone, and a gold chain or something.
I could sing. I don't know rapping. Rapping's a little more.
Let's see what happens. But yeah, I mean, you're doing your performances anyway, so you're just going to be there like during the day Saturday, or
correct? And I'll try to be there Thursday, because I get done with my regular job in the afternoon, so I'll definitely stop by Thursday in the evening.
Fantastic. I hope you bring your dad with you. Or is he going to be setting up the play?
Well, I will definitely talk to him.
Okay. All right. And no Todd tonight, I noticed.
No, there is no Todd. He's off doing role-playing games. Or
nerd!
As we talked about last year, he's trapped in another dimension with Cthulhu. So.
Oh, is he actually playing Call of Cthulhu?
Maybe. You know? I have no idea.
Awesome. Oh, I just understood now why you guys are called Dice Squad. Because games use dice. Right? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I thought you were big Andrew Dice Clay fans back in the day. That's not it? Oh, it totally makes sense now. Oh, I can't believe it just occurred to me that just occurred to me. Yeah.
But for all of our listeners out there, if you want to check out Con on the Cob, go to cononthecob.com or what are your other handles on Facebook and Twitter?
If you go to Facebook, now this is really complicated. Facebook.com/ConOnTheCob. It's not actually complicated at all, unless you use two B's. No, Facebook.com/ConOnTheCob, or just type Con on the Cob into Facebook and it'll get you there. There's our main actual official page, and then there's several like fan created pages and events that people have set up and stuff. They're all good. Check them all out. If you want to vote for a theme for next year, there's a poll on the Con on the Cob event page right now. Lots of cool stuff going on there. It'll give you some news about, various things, another thing that's going on this year. I know. Look. I'm too close to my camera to do that, so you can't really see it. It's just my shoulders shrugging. There's an escape room.
Oh!
I know. Escape rooms are all the rage nowadays.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been to one? They're pretty awesome.
I have not. I've watched some videos about them.
There's one in Canton that we went to a couple months ago, and it was really, really cool. I highly recommend it if you have the means. But at Con on the Cob this year, they're turning an entire room into an escape room. It's like a spaceship. You're trying to escape from the spaceship before it crashes into an asteroid or something. I don't know the whole thing because I haven't played it. It's going to be awesome. I highly recommend you give it a try. So there's that. Throwing that out at you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All the more reason to check out Con on the Cob, man.
Exactly. And all this can be yours.
You just
yeah, that's it. All of it can be yours. You look kind of like Lobot right now with your headphones. Not a robot. Lando Calrissian's butler dude.
Oh yeah, Lobo.
You know what I'm talking about? Lobot.
With
yeah, there you go. Now here, can you have a razor? He's bald. I could probably do that, but I'm wearing earbuds because I couldn't find my headphones. But I'd probably look more like him than you because I'm kind of shiny on top. But you have more facial structure. That should be the who looks more like Lobot, Adam or Andy. That'll be like our next poll.
Well, leave a comment below if you want. Right. We want to know.
Like if we merged ourselves though, because you've got like the bone structure and like the tall, sort of slender head, where my head's more like Charlie Brown's head. But I got the shininess going on, which you do not. You're cursed with a full head of hair.
Well,
you're cursed with that gorgeous mane of locks. Well,
you could thank Mama Dice for that.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. That was pretty much what I had to say.
All right.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What do you want to talk about?
Well, actually, I think we got to wrap up. I mean, we've talked. Okay. We've given them everything about Con on the Cob, and we don't want to give anything too more because we want everyone to come to the show. It's going to be lots of fun. Podcasters.
Give it all away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
oh wait, I'm sorry. I got to interrupt you one more time.
Okay.
I apologize, but you used the term "wrap it up," and it made me remember my friend Kylan. Kylan Tolles from Geek Watch One. He is also in charge of the panels this year at Con on the Cob. His 46th birthday was this past Wednesday or Thursday.
Happy
Thursday.
Birthday!
So yeah, so Friday night we went out to dinner for him, and I got him a present, and I wrapped it in 46 layers of wrapping, and I used like it took him half an hour. It took him about 20 minutes to unwrap the whole thing. I used there was saran wrap and tinfoil and 30 or so, no, 20 plastic bags all around it in actual wrapping paper, and it was in multiple layers with packaging tape and rubber bands, and it was awesome. It took a long time. He pretty much filled the whole table with wrapping stuff while he was doing it. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because it was fun. Kylan, if you're watching this, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
But Mr. Hopp, Andy Hopp, Latrine Scrubber Second Class Dice, thank you for sitting down and talking with me about everything going on with Con on the Cob.
I did. I got a promotion last time, didn't I? I was third class originally.
That's right. Well,
and last time we were on the air together, I got a promotion to second class.
That's right. And probably maybe next time we're at Origins, you'll be first class dice.
That's awesome. Now, I have a question about that, though. As far as, my pay or my responsibilities anyway, how does a latrine scrubber third class differ from a latrine scrubber second class? Is it just now that I get to scrub a higher class of latrine? I get the executive bathroom or something? Or
yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I can deal with that. All right. Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you having me on, and I appreciate you letting me spout the gab of Con on the Cob. And I hope all you hundreds of thousands of people watching this right now come to Con on the Cob because, well, actually, if you have hundreds of thousands, it's probably not room for all of you. I hope, 1,200 of you or so come to Con on the Cob.
Absolutely. All righty. Well, from all of us at Dice Squad, or from me at Dice Squad, this is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell, here with
Latrine Scrubber Second Class, also known as Andy Hopp.
And we'll see you guys at Con on the Cob 2016.
Con on the Cob.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. Awesome.
Later, guys.
All right. Thank you.